It looks like I'm missing something. Yes. Drop off. Edward Auro. Good evening, guys. Can you hear me? Am I muted? Looks like. All right, just a few people on board. Yeah, let me connect my computer to make sure the battery doesn't run out. Super excited. Christina, admit a few people in. Yes, we can hear you. Hi, Fola. Where are you checking in from? Yes. Hi, Fola. Where are you checking in from? Unmute yourself. Feel free. Unmute yourself. Let's have a little chat. Hey,
Hello.
Don't look at me as if I'm one.
Hi, Pascal. Good evening.
Hi.
Good evening.
That's Fola speaking.
Yeah. Yeah. From Northampton.
All right.
Yeah.
That's great. Great to have you guys here.
I am Dee from London.
Wow. Where in London?
Essex.
Oh, the other way around.
Wow, is that an insult?
Oh, you're not in London. You're not in London.
Okay. Do we have to be London?
But Essex is cool, though. It's cool. It's cool.
Oh.
The next Essex there, Ilford.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know we had to be accepted to be.
Don't worry. We all want, no matter, this is the globe. We're in the digital world now, so everything is more like global. So it doesn't matter where you are in the world, as long as you can access the internet, you are good to go. Right, guys, just a quick intro about myself. Probably most of you guys know me by now, more than I know myself. I'm just gonna run through like the basics of this. It's gonna be live Q&A. If this is your first time, feel free to use the chat and ask your questions. But before we get to that, I'm just gonna share my screen. It's called disclaimer. Take the time to read the disclaimer on your screen. Basically, what it is every information I'm gonna give to you guys is basically pure on what's happening. It's not like speculated or anything. So things do change online from time to time. There's always updates. So as a business owner, you are all responsible for your actions and decisions, but I do my best to give you my own perspective so that whenever you're ready to make the transition, whether it's the same company I use or any other company, you have a better understanding of exactly what you're trying to create in your life. And so that you can hit the ground running as fast as possible. Yeah. So I give priority to people who showed up on the call. I'm not gonna take this call. All right, 1 second. Let me see if I can take. Oh, it's not really a call. Yeah. So I give priority to people who are on the call. So if you want to use the camera and ask your question, feel free. If you want to type it in the chat, feel free. I've got I think about 12 questions. So I will go out. I'll be jumping in and out of the chat. As well, I will be checking the YouTube, and to make sure I don't miss out on anybody. Right, so we start with the chat and see who is jumped in there first. Yes, we can. D, what are the basic things?
Sorry, can you hear me? So basically what I was trying to say is what are the basic things that someone has to set up in regards to like the tax code or setting up your account and how to negotiate with the right sort of marketing tools or groups per se, because no one out there is actually talking about these things as far as I'm concerned in regards to the research I've done so far. So no one's like saying, oh, you have to have this, the right tax code. If you have, if you're a business on its own, you probably have to set this up, you have to set that up. Or if you're already working and you want to have this as a side hustle, how do you then differentiate your tax code and all that information?
Brilliant. Very good, fantastic question. Right. So I'll give you my own perspective. Now, what you're trying, when you're looking to do a side hustle or you're trying to start a business online, what you're technically trying to do is you're trying to become an entrepreneur. That's like what you're trying to do. It's not, there's no half entrepreneur, is that you have to be a full entrepreneur. So for you to be able to be an entrepreneur or business owner, you will learn how to leverage people, give people, like I use an accountant. Anything that is related to accounting, I don't even think about it. It's not my job. I want to focus on how to generate money. Let the accountant do their work. So that's when I got started. Basically, I was self-employed, so I had an accountant even then. So he advises me what give him my pay slip, everything I've spent throughout the year in the business. So at the end of it's January now, so I'll just give it to him. And all he needs to do is to file everything before April 1st, April 5th, sorry. So they do that job. So you don't want to do everything yourself, because building a business, there's so many moving pieces. That's why a lot of people struggle. In fact, there's a question, not comment, what I say is a comment going on in our community now about how to delegate tasks to people who are professionals in those fields. So you pay them. So if you think of me when I started, it was like, how do I start paying these people? haven't even earned any money at all. I'm talking about paying people. Now, that's the way it is. You just have to understand that throughout the year, like everything I've done this year has to be filed before the 5th of April. But I don't have to pay anything until 2022, 31st of January. So that's the way it works in business. You have to put everything in. So even if you make any money you make now, whether it's loss, most businesses run into loss. Even if they make money, they never declare. Everybody wants to pay little tax. So the accountant does those jobs. That's what I would recommend you to do. Get an accountant. Now, if you're doing affiliate marketing, it's more like they will always recommend you to have a company. If you're doing e-commerce, that's like Amazon FBA. In that way, you need a proper accountant. There's a lot more involved in that. But if it's affiliate marketing, it's just very simple. You can be self-employed, add it as some of your, because he declares 2 tasks for me when I got started. One is when I was employed in a different job, that goes through a different accounting. Then he does another different task as well for my online business. So at the end of the year, sometimes one makes profit, one makes loss. So you marry the two of them and try and come up with a reasonable tax to pay. Sometimes the both of them let the accountant advise you on that. That's what I'll say. They will know your the best thing that is relevant for you where you are.
Oh, that's good.
Don't focus on that. Let them do their job. Your skill that you're looking to learn is, how do I make money? Because once you start, that's your goal. It's not about what they're doing, how the money is leaving the office, like your business.
Yeah.
Focus on bringing in more money. There'll be bills to be paid. When you make more money, it takes care of the bills, whether it's paying the accountant or paying your tax and all that stuff. Your focus should be on where money is coming from.
Yeah, because the reason why I didn't start it was when I tried a company and they were asking me for a particular code. And I was like, what code do I need to give you before I can start? So that's where I got put off in starting, because I just didn't know what code they were asking for, like a tax code or some complicated code. And I was like, huh?
Is it in the US?
I think, yeah, this was in the US.
But are you in the US?
No, I'm in the UK.
Okay, yeah. So with the US, they would ask you, that's if you're a US citizen. Maybe you didn't tell them you're not a US citizen. There's usually a code that you need to put. I can't remember the number is. It's just like their tax number, because of the way their own system is. But
really? And UK affiliate markets, programs don't ask for codes, or
no,
they do?
they don't ask you for tax code. To get started, you don't need to. The only time you need, because it's an income coming in, that's why you need the accountant. Then he will. It's not. You're not employed. It's not like payee. It's not payee. It's gonna either classify you as, if you don't have a company, they either classify you as self-employed, then they tax you based on self-employed. But if you have a company, then obviously there's a lot more involved in it. Then you'll get a lot more cheaper tax if you as a company, which is much more better. So again, let the accountant do their job.
Only once money is rolling in before I can get an accountant, because there's no point starting something if there's no money.
No, you need to understand, the first year I ran a loss.
Okay.
But what happens is the second year I made profit. So the loss I made in the previous year was carried over. So I had to deduct it. You can do this for 4 years. You can run a loss for 4 years. Let's say you lose 1,000 the first year, second year you lose 1,000, third year you lose 1,000, then the fourth year you now make profit of 4,000. You're not going to pay tax on that 4,000 because they have to first deduct these 3 years losses.
Okay.
From off your the profit that you made, then maybe the 1,000 is what they will be taxing. So again, speak to an accountant or a professional. I use an accountant. It's the best way. They will advise you on the best way to put more money in your pocket.
Oh, perfect. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Tamari, I think you were here. Please, can I have the answer to the question? To all the questions after the session, because I'm joining the program in a Zoom in 20 minutes. Please, thanks. Yeah, I'll send out a recording with all the questions, hopefully, yeah. And
thanks so much.
Sorry?
Thank you. I'm just responding to what you said.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'll send out a recording. I think. Let me make sure I'm recording. Yeah. Yes, it is. Right. So the next question is from Fola. How do I enroll into your mentorship program? What is the fee and duration? My mentorship program is literally free. It's not. Let me give you like the overview, Fola. I started online business, and obviously I started referring people to the same training that I use. And at first I did not understand the power of it, how big it could get. So I thought it was just make money online. I didn't really take it that serious until recently. I started seeing the full potential of it. It's cool. So my mentorship program is basically, I have a private Facebook group. Let me see if I can share my screen. What I do is I have looked at what is working. What have I done to create change? Why is it that so many people are struggling, especially people from ethnic minority, people from either Africans or like basically ethnic minority. So if I share my screen now, you should be able to see a private Facebook group where I help people answer not just this type of webinar. It's more of, I call it keep it simple. It's Q&A, same thing like this, but it's a lot more different. It's much more in depth and targeted. We look at Facebook ads, how to build a website, how to launch step by step. I basically take you through the process of the training by hand. So it's every Saturday. Now, so you get to post your questions in here. You can see some people post questions in. This was the one we did 21st. So if I hover here, you will see it's about 2 hours. It's usually longer. Then there's a link here. So people generally posting their questions. So this is how I help people. I don't charge anybody for getting in here, obviously, but this is where the training starts from. The training starts from here. Let me share my screen again. Yes, 1 second. So the training starts from content branding. First of all, you have to be serious about starting a business online. I know you are. So if I share my screen again. So basically, this is a video of me talking about what it really takes for you to succeed in business. Desire, you have to really want it. It's not something that you wish for. You have to take action. Skill, the skill you have now, just look at your bank account, that's what it's going to give you. So you need a new skill. Communication is the best, is the highest skill anybody can learn. When it comes to visual communication, lacks of selling things on products online, verbal communication. Basically, online business is communication. It's not complicated. The better you are in your communication skill, that's the new skill. And again, your habits and day-to-day activity, these are the skills of an entrepreneur. We don't come up with excuses. We take action. We take responsibility for our mistakes. We make a lot of mistakes, but we don't blame people for it. Then the last one is faith. Whatever you're doing, you have to have faith in God for it to work. This entrepreneur, trying to meet out some people. Entrepreneur journey is it's faith process. You'll be tested, and nobody goes through it like through the easily. You'll be tested at some point, maybe financially, maybe health-wise, whatever it is for you. Everybody's challenges is always going to be different based on who you're looking for. So these are the three things that you need in order to be successful. Desire, you have to want it. Skill, you have to be willing to learn. In the Bible, God said, Jesus Christ said, leave children, people that are like children of kingdom of God is for people that are like kids. Basically, what he's saying there is that people that are willing to learn. You don't want, if I've got kids here, if I want to teach him French, he's not going to say no. He will just get excited and start learning it immediately. If it's Spanish, so that sort of mentality, it comes with humility. So you have to be humble to learn. So that's how you develop the skill, because there will be a lot of repetition in the process. Then obviously faith in God. Then if you click here, you get started. You can put this link in the chat if you want to. If you want it. So it takes you to this checkout page. Obviously, this training is for mentors. It's still in beta. It's $99 to get started and $97 thereafter. So if you've fill out the form, go through the process, there'll be questionnaires that you will need to fill out. Take the time to fill out those questions, because that's where the work begins. You come in here, it will lead you, basically if you follow the steps, it will lead you to here. So here is the modules. Module 1, system of selling online, is more like an overview of selling products online, whether it's e-commerce, affiliate marketing, consulting. There has to be, look at it like students that are coming in to do medicine. One wants to specialize in gynecologist, the other one wants to be a dentist, nurse. Year 1, they all do chemistry, physics, maths together. Whilst they advance to year 3, year 4, they start specializing in they start joining different classes to specialize on that particular course. It's the same thing with online business. Everybody has to have the same foundation. You need to understand how website works, what clicks are, and all that stuff, how to trace a click. That's what this whole stuff is all about. This module 1, 2. Module 1, basically. Then as you begin to now advance, module 2 is basically mindset. Majority of us come in with an employee mindset. Here it's usually the opposite of this. Employee is more of, if I do this thing the next 30 days, how much am I going to get out of it? You're looking for certainty. That's where that faith I talked about earlier comes in. it's an entrepreneur, or the mindset of an entrepreneur is, I'm planting this seed with faith. I'll water it. I'll nurture it. It's a lot of sowing and reaping. You plant a seed, you water it, you nurture it. Months, one seed that you plant over like 6 months, depending on the type of seed it is, it yields in multiple folds. That's how this end. You put in some work. After a while, it's not a get rich quick scheme. You probably heard that. And this is module 3 is basically when you start going into affiliate marketing. Again, the course is there for you to go through. If you're looking to join, e-commerce, is a completely different training. I think it's here. Login. So again, let me walk you through. There's no rush in doing any of this. Let me just log into this one and show you this bit first. So e-commerce is simply the same thing. It's like a 10, if I click on the overview. So it's more like introduction, Amazon explain, product. They teach you how to select product, how to find suppliers, profit calculator. I've got my product just arrived in the UK. I am my house now this morning. I started in lockdown. I wish I could have brought it and showed you guys. I was really excited about what my achievement so far. Then product listing, sponsored ads. Again, it's a 3 months course. That's the way it's designed. This is 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks. That's the way you look at it. It's designed for you to finish in about 12 weeks. But obviously, due to COVID, some things are delayed. There are some things outside our control, but that's the same training that I used. Right. The other thing I was going to show you is don't rush it. Go to no, don't want to go to YouTube. If I log out here, I hope it's gonna, let me try and log in again. True. So what I was gonna show you was this. There are courses that you need to go through. Wait for it to check in. Mentors. So again, you have courses on LinkedIn. I'm not here. There's so much information. So what I was going to show you was the courses, the training. So there's e-commerce training. Yeah, trains. Yeah. So this is online business from scratch. If you don't have any money, no budget, very little budgets, but you have a passion, Stuart is actually building this one live. So you're following him. He will build affiliate marketing into it, build his own course into it, build different things into it. It's a course. If you click on it, online business from scratch is a new one designed for people that are willing to build something around their passion. Excuse me. So again, finding a niche, a trending niche, business module, affiliate marketing, your website. So everything is included. Website hosting is included in everything I'm sharing with you here. Again, the other thing I wanted to share with you was, so this is another training. In case if you don't like affiliate marketing, you can do online business from scratch. For those of us that I have this passion, I have this product I want to sell. This is the kind of training that you want. Again, there are different courses here. YouTube, this is the e-commerce one. This takes you through overview of e-commerce, Shopify, all those stuffs. Again, as I'll talk to you guys like my sisters and brothers, you don't need to learn everything. You only need one. That's what you need. You only just need one. I do just YouTube. It's enough. In fact, I can't even max out the traffic on YouTube. So, jack of all trades, master of none. All of you must have heard that. Pick one. This is how I pick one. I'm going to guide you. I was working in a job. I was getting up by 5:30 in the morning. Probably heard me talk about this before. I had my son then. I wasn't spending. I leave house by 5:30 to sometimes 6 o'clock to get to work by 6:30. I come back by 7, 8 o'clock. I do this sometimes 7 days a week. If I come back by 7, he's probably sleeping. So things like do your homework or parents meeting, I was out of the window. In fact, I was a father, but I was not a father. If you get where I'm coming from. So my problem wasn't that I didn't have money. I had money because I was working. I didn't have time for my son and my family. As a result of working those long hours, my relationship with my spouse began to have problems because I'm never at home. I don't know, most of you may be experiencing similar thing right now. But yeah, that's where I started. And I started asking myself, what do I need to do to solve this whole problem in my house? Because that, again, I developed high blood pressure because I was just like walking around the clock. I thought the answer was just make money. But I had this idea that people make money online. Then I started investing into it. Now, getting into online, this is what I don't want anything that requires talking to people like network marketing. It's not that it's not a good way to make money or build a business, but I'm African. I don't know anybody in this country. I'm just me here. So going to knocking on people's doors, I'm not that confident. I don't cold calling. That's not my thing. I was looking for something at home, laptop like this, I'm in business. I can take this laptop, go to Nigeria, and my business doesn't stop. In fact, it will even flourish more because if I convert the money back there, it's like, so it's just the way it is. So I knew what I wanted. That's why I went for affiliate marketing first. Now I've expanded to e-commerce. So again, understand the problem you're looking to solve in your life. Mine was time. Affiliate marketing provided that sort of time for me. So I encourage you to look at yourself, sit down and figure out what exactly you're doing. Yeah, so the second part of the question, what are the it's $99. I've shared that. Duration, it's a business. There's no duration. Business is for life. If you are not prepared to go the distance, you can't transfer your work or your job to your kids, but you can transfer your business to your kids. So business is for life. I'm building this for life. I'm not gonna leave it down the road and say I've packed up and go back to a job. That's not an option. I'm not thinking about it. So business is for life. So it doesn't mean business, maybe you're thinking about a cost. How long are you keep paying? It's how long are you gonna keep your website? How long are you have multiple websites? They have to be up and running. So it's more like a traditional business. You will have physical store. You got to pay rent, you got to pay staff if you're looking to do that sort of a thing. And it comes with huge capital. But online business with like $97 or less, you could have, even if it's $300 a month, you could be making like 30K in a month. So if you're spending $300 to make $30K or even 5K, is a no-brainer. I will do it all day long. So at what point I quit my 9-to-5 job? Yeah, everybody's different. It depends on your strategy, approach, modeling, humility in learning, action. So you're looking at 18-month window. If you're an aggressive person, some people do it faster than that. Don't get me wrong. I have some people who quit from the word go. They have a little bit of cash saved up, and I don't recommend it though because it's a little bit more aggressive. Give yourself time to, especially if it's something that is new to you, like it was totally new thing for me. Give yourself at least 18 months to see some changes. A year, usually it's good. Again, I don't mean a year of signing up and close the laptop every morning, 2 hours every day, consistently over that period of time. Again. So that's what you're looking at. But there's no guarantee. Everything will depend on your ability to implement what you learn as fast as possible. I wanted it badly. Is the income generated from this business a taxable income? Yeah, every income is taxable. So speak to your accountant. They will tell you exactly what is right for you. Yeah, I declare everything on my tax. Again, as a business owner, if I buy fuel, business. If I eat lunch, business lunch. If I travel, business. I take everything off. It's like you leave off your business. That's what, it's not like it's hidden thing. Unlike if you're employed, before you get your salary, they take the 20% off. I don't know how much they take, 20 or 25%, something like that. So, so as a business owner, if I buy a laptop, new laptop, I deduct it from the business. So I don't pay tax on it. Anything I do, so far as related to the business, I deduct it from the business. So yeah. Speak to accountant, they will guide you on this sort of tax issues. Are you working with Stuart or partners? No, Stuart has a training. Stuart has different products and services. So am I in partnership with him? I wouldn't say he's my mentor. So yeah, we have coaching once every month. So I invested in that because he's very good. He loves his stuff. He's somebody that cares about the people he's working for, and he wants you to succeed. That's what I love about him. He really wants you to succeed, and he makes things very simple because he doesn't complicate things. That's what I love about him. Yeah, he's my mentor. Can you please send me the link to the payments? I'll put it in the chat and see if you can grab it. Done. There you go, content. So I'll put it in the chat in case if anybody wants to click on it, and you should have it now. Click on it, it will open on another window for you. Yeah, are you working? Okay, I've answered that one. Please, can you please send, I've answered that one. Favor, sorry for coming late. You are not late. We just literally only 30 minutes in, I think. I have been very busy and are still at the moment. What products arrived? My products. Let me see if I can call my wife to yeah. What product? Can you show us a picture? I'm curious. I was excited myself. Ada, here with them. Scissors now here. Here with them one product. I think I brought the scissors here.
Your neighbor, your neighbor. Your neighbor.
Give it to them here, big.
No.
Okay, you know, a camera. Just give it to them a food package now. I have box out there today. All right.
Your neighbor, no.
She's bringing it.
Okay, I'm curious.
I like the affiliate marketing. Yeah. Affiliate marketing is great. It's a way to, the powerful thing about it is the high ticket commissions. If you follow Stuart, he has powerful trainings on that, on how to sell high ticket commissions. If you don't know what I mean by high ticket commissions, it's products where you, or services where you earn $1,000 upwards just for one sale.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's something that blew me away the first time. I'm like, why would somebody pay me 1,000? I'm like, you know, some of this is when you're new, you don't know. There's nothing you can do about it. There are some people that understand few things. All you have to do is to learn. Yeah, Khalid, good evening, dear Pascal. Good evening. Thank you, Pascal, for the answers. Yes, so now let me go to the questions. I hope I've answered some of the questions. Yeah. Now I go to the emails now. Let's see. Hi, Pascal. Let me share my screen so that you guys will read with me. Let it not be as if I'm reading it. I'll put it out here. So this is the first one. Let me move this down. Hi, Pascal. Kindly advise what will be a good business idea and how to start if with a family and 3 young children. I have myself thought so many things, but never seen myself fulfilling any. This is me. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So it's more like I said earlier, figure out what exactly is your problem you have in your life. If it's most likely it's gonna be time. If you're in a job that is taking a lot of time away from you, you don't spend time with kids, you come back late, you're tired, you don't spend time with your husband, obviously your relationships keeps dwindling. You're living in the same house, but you're not living in the same house, if you know what I mean. So you look for business model that provides leverage time. Affiliate marketing has a lot of automation. As I'm talking to you guys on this webinar now, I'm advertising so that's my product. It's an exercise gear. I'm not gonna open it because they literally came today. So yeah, actually I can open it because I'm sending off one to Sweden tomorrow. Exciting, isn't it? So it has a bag where you can travel with it and go wherever you like. Exercise anywhere you are. So that is the towel. I got a towel. When you sweat, you can wipe it's like a gift inside the towel. And this is resistant band. If you're looking to tone your muscles, this is a resistant band. It's very high quality. This is a perfect gift for somebody that you really care about this Christmas. And this is a skipping rope. I'm not gonna open this one. Yeah. So this is the skipping rope. If you see me or follow me on my YouTube channel, this is the same skipping rope that I use. I've been testing it to make sure that it's good quality. So if you are looking at buying a Christmas gift for somebody, this is gonna be perfect. So when they exercise after eating all the chocolate during Christmas, and again, not just this product. I have a 30-day training that they will sign up to for free. Everybody that purchases this, so they have a 30-day training. In fact, I'm looking to extend it to 1 year because I know it takes to actually lose weight and get into shape. Because I'm going through it myself, so I'm investing in all those training. But we will probably do. I'm not sure how we're going to do it for now, but now it's going to be free for the first people that lay their hands on this. This will be launching probably from next week, anytime next week, depending on what me and my team decide. It's not just
That's a good idea.
Yeah, that's brilliant. My goal is to help. At 35, I struggled with high blood pressure because I was working those long.
Yeah, I had too many hours.
I did not exercise. It was out of the window, but I know I needed to exercise. So because of the work, I couldn't. And I could have, one of my colleagues at work dropped on the street. He collapsed. I said to myself, Pascal, you need to do something about your health. You can't just be drinking medication with the hope that it's going to come down. The doctor said, Pascal, the best thing to do is to lose weight if you can, rather than staying on, because high blood pressure medication is a life medication. Imagine if I'm going to live for 80 years, I'm 35, that means I will drink medication for 40 years just to keep my blood pressure low. What if I do exercise and get my body back where it's supposed to be? That's how I got into exercise. That's why I'm looking to help as many people as possible get on.
Good idea.
Good idea. That's how I came to this product. It's not just about the money and the 30-day training. I don't know if I can show you guys about that, but let's leave that for now. That's another thing altogether.
I saw the video. I saw your video.
Yeah, but there's actually a course, like a 30-day challenge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you sign up. Once you get a product, you sign up. Then you get a present at the end of it. If you follow through, just by posting your pictures that you did your exercise that day, you should get a present. We are literally packaging something really good to really help people. It's not really about, I know money is involved, but the goal is to help a lot of people get back to shape. There's a lot of benefits from working out. I don't want to go into that topic.
Okay. No problem. That's fine. Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Does the 99 provide me with a website? Yes, it does. You have a website. No, let me get clear. They don't build a website for you. They teach you how to do it. Most people that do done for you websites, look at it, for instance, somebody tells you that you want to be a medical doctor, and they say, all right, I will read all your books for you. You just go and operate on the student. Does that make sense? So you technically wouldn't know if your website has a problem. You wouldn't know how to fix it. If there's a link that is broken, you will always be looking for engineers to do it. So with this, with the training, I found it very interesting, as in, if I have any problem, very little problem, I can fix it. But if it's now technical, then there's some people that are experts that can do that. So that's why they always recommend you to at least get the basics. You don't just, because you want a business online, you don't want to learn anything. So I like the approach. That's why I recommend them. Yeah. So the next question is from, again, it's from Chine. You have many thoughts, 3 kids. Find what's working for you. Look at your life and try and understand what exactly are you looking to solve. Is it time? Do you want money? Get crystal clear about it. This training, they have like a mindset coaching on how to do all these things. It's in module 2. If you get into module 2, it's part of it. It help you to begin to set goals. If you see me on YouTube, I always talk about setting goals. If you want to hit social, they tell you this is what you need to do to achieve that goal. Your responsibilities to. So figure out what exactly you are. It's possible for you. I can gladly tell you there are so many people in our community who are single mothers. I'm not sure if you're a single mother, if you're married, but you didn't say that. But there's so many people who are successful using the training. That's why I recommend it's not just the single people or people that, people like me that have no experience. English is not my first language. If I could make it work, why not? It's possible. It's the mindset. Messi said, is this job still available? This is not a job. This is a business. There's a difference between business and job. Here it's more like, I see business as what God wants everybody to do. I'm not saying that we shouldn't work for somebody, but we always outgrow. If you're employed for more than 5 years, you probably start understanding this, that employment is never going to give you what you want in life. So it's time for you to step into your own, the role God wants you to do. Like for me now, I look at this avenue. I struggle with my marriage. The reason I help those people is most of them are having problems in their home, but they don't tell me that. But I know somehow. But when they come in, I try to help them, to teach them with the communication I'm learning with digital marketing, like these visuals. There are so many things that you need to learn. That's what I practice with my kids and family. So it's helping me, not just the business itself, it's helping me with my kids and my wife, how I communicate, because I saw myself, it's basically looking at the positive side of life. If you're going to build a business, you have to look at the fruits that is going to come out of it, not what you already have. What I mean by that is most of us look at our bank account now and we want to make a decision and build a business out of it. It's not going to happen. You will get stuck in the same cycle. You need to go into the future. That's why Solomon said, where there is no vision, my people will perish. You need to think big. My goal is to make 10,000 in a month. Then let that pull you towards that sort of lifestyle behaviors that will take you there. Hi, Taiwo, you raised your hand, so I'll let you to come out and ask you to unmute.
Hello, hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm all right, and you?
Good, where are you checking in from?
Sorry?
Where are you calling from?
Petersboro.
Peterborough. Oh, I think I've been there once or twice.
Yeah, that's where the Peter borrows some money, so we come to collect the money. I've been in London for many years, so I decided to move away from London, So it's a nice place. Thanks. First of all, I want to thank you for your passion and your, art of going extra mile to impart into people's life, which I think is very, really important in whatever we do in life. Life is not just about you alone. Life is about making an impact in people's life.
That's true.
And that's what God is expected from us as human being, as individual. Because when you make an impact in people's life, you are sowing a seed.
Absolutely.
Which your reward can only come from God. So thanks for that. And God, we're going to give you more wisdom and knowledge in Jesus' name. The question I want to ask is this. I sent my email to you. I don't know if you see my email. I've never seen a response.
It might be in the questions that I have today, but go on since you're here.
Yeah, sir. Yeah. Regarding starting I've watched a lot of business this thing, to be honest. But I think within myself, I think it's something I really want to do. And based on what I've been hearing from you, I'm persuaded, without no doubt within me. But the question I want to ask is this: the initial money you said is starting with, it's about $99, if I'm right.
Yeah, so it's about £70 something, something like that.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. So is that if the only money I need to start with, or along the line, I need to invest more money into different things? So I just want to get it right. So these are the questions I want to ask. To know, because I've done a lot of few things in terms of business, whereby they tell you one thing, and by the time you are into it, you start beginning to come up with different things, which I think, like what you said the last time, I believe in integrity.
Yeah.
And then you're doing in life, your integrity really matters. I would say, let's say yeah be yeah and your no be no. When you tell people things, let them meet it the same way. So these are the things I want to confirm, I want to clarify, So
So there's let me use, since we're in online business, something called upsell.
Yeah.
You know what upsell is?
Sure, yeah.
So let's take, for instance, let me see if I can pull up a slide and so what it is let me see. Share my screen. Come on. I haven't done this before, so it might take me a little while to just get this right. Let me pull these things down to have a clear screen. I might not be seeing. I'll just leave this one open, expand this. Tell me you can see my screen, right?
Yeah, I can see. Yeah,
it's just a whiteboard.
The whiteboard, mind map, right? If I'm right.
Yeah.
Okay. So Iceland, I can see.
Ireland.
Yeah.
Not sure. Yeah. So let's say water. So I might need to borrow something here. So to get from here to here, let's say there's where is this? Let me shrink it a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. So let's say to get from this island, to get from the shore to this island, this is the promised land. Look at this as, let me say promised land, yeah? And there's water in between, and this is where, let's say, 100 people are starting, 100 people. 100 people want to get to the promised land. This is 10,000 a month. This is $1 million a year. Whatever it is for you, everybody's going to be different. Now, under this water, there is crocodile. There is shark. There is whatever obstacle, stones, whatever obstacle that you can think of that's under the water. Then these 100 people now, there is let's say here on the shore here, there is canoe. There is speed boat, and there is some of them can swim. Let's just use this example. Right. So we have 100 people. They turn up to this shore. They want to get to the promised land. Maybe this might be saving their marriage. This might be whatever it is. For everybody's goals are different in life. Now, the only thing in between them and from the shore here is this water. Just, I can't draw water here, but basically this from here to here is water. So under the water, there is crocodile, there is shark, and there are stones where they can bump their head if they are swimming and all that. So these 100 people turn up on the shore and they decide to, some people will decide to swim, take the risk and swim, right? And swim. What are the chances of them getting here? Is it possible that they can get here without eaten by a crocodile? So yes, it is possible. But you can tell that it's too risky. Most of them will get, let's say, I don't know what the percentage, but is it quick? If they start swimming, how long will it take them to get here, the promised land? If this is like a mile, the water, it might take them 2-3 hours. If they don't get hot, if they got eaten by crocodile, they never made it. That's one group of people. Then the other group will be canoe. They come here, there's canoe here. Obviously, there's a man here that is renting canoe. That canoe might be $1,000 to rent the canoe. And they say, all right, if you want to get to the other land, here's a canoe, pay $1,000 to rent the canoe. Some people here, inside this 100 will say it's expensive, they'll decide to swim. And some people will go and borrow money and rent the canoe. When they get here, they pay. Everybody's going to behave differently. And what will be the timeline? What is the chances of them using the canoe to get across? If the crocodile flips its head over, it could turn them over and they fall into the water and they become swimmers and they either get eaten by a shark, or they can paddle their way gently if they know the track and all that and eventually make it to the promised land. At least they have a better chance than the person swimming. That's my point. And they are obviously going to get there faster. Then there are speedboats. This is speedboats, and obviously we know what it is. It's here. It costs, let's say, $3,000 or $5,000 to rent the speedboat. And if you go through, it's going to be quicker, it's bigger, it's safer. You got to get there faster. So what I just shared with you here is how people behave. And this is how online business is. If you pay the $99, you can get there. It doesn't mean that you can't. I have a friend that has built a 6-figure business with the all-in package that you're talking about, which is more like the swimming bit. You meet yourself where you are. There are some people, they say, all right, I don't like me. I went for private coaching. It cost $2,500. Yeah, because I wanted to get there faster, because I didn't have any idea what I invested in myself. They call it invest in yourself. Because sometimes as you go through this water, if somebody has been down this path before, they know the time where crocodiles are, they know where sharks are, they know where the stones are. So they'll probably help you navigate this path, the water, better to get here safer. So that's why you need a mentor. And some group of people are entrepreneurs naturally. They just, you know what, I'm going to throw in all the money. I want to get there as fast as possible. Now, that doesn't mean that who has the much money will get there. That's not the point I'm trying to make. Your question was about who gets there. Do I need to invest? I could recommend you to buy a book. The book could be your kin. You can say, I don't like reading. It doesn't mean, or you don't want to read. I just want to, I prefer, I know it all. He continues swimming. So everybody will behave differently. So what you're looking to do is understand what the price is for you. Because this price will determine how you behave on this side. If you truly believe, like for me, I was driven with fear. That's why I didn't want to fail. I failed in almost everything in my life. I didn't want to fail when it came to this. So the first thing that drove me was I was watching TV and I saw a woman that his son was stabbed on the streets of London. And she was blaming the police that the police didn't show up and all that. And I was walking. I said to myself, if anything should happen to my son now, or if he grows up, I don't even know his friends. I can't even attend teachers' meeting. I can't do homework with him was a problem. I was not at home. So I said to myself, if anything happens to this boy, who will I blame? It's myself. So what's my excuse? I have to go to work. I have to pay the bills. So I said, no, this is not going to work. I need to change. So the prize here was my son's future. So the amount here now, if you say it's 5,000, I was willing to put it down. I borrowed money. Yeah. I was willing to do all that to make sure I get here as fast as possible. Because the longer I wait, my son will not stop growing. If he ends up with bad gang and all that stuff, I would have myself to blame. What would be my excuse? I couldn't walk up. I couldn't invest in a training, or what would I say? So the prize here was saving my family. I was literally on the verge of divorce. Not just, there were so many things going on. I knew the problem was to change, to leave the job, stop working for people, because it was literally destroying my family, because I was never at home. So the prize here was my family, my children. How can I be there? Now I do homework with him. That's the reason I enjoy it, because even though he runs up and down, but that's the reason I started this online business. I know I am making an impact in his life, not just go to school and come back and hope for the best. I sit down with him, we do maths, we do English. My wife does the English, I do the maths. 30 minutes a day, not a day, 3 times a week. So that's my prize. So the prize here is what's going to determine your behavior here. So there's coaching that helps overcome fear, because it's going to come down to fear. That's what it's going to come down to at the end of the day. How to overcome fear of either getting eaten by any of this stuff and make it work and make it to the promised land. So I hope this answers your question. I'm not sure if this helps you. Hello?
Yeah, I quite understand what you're saying. Hello? I understand. I get what you're saying. I mean, in times of someone like me, to be frank, I mean, to be honest, the higher I want to move forward in life, the greater I want to become in life, you must be ready to take risk. The issue of maybe thinking of fear, anything. I've done a couple of things. I've done a lot of things which I've invested money into it. Some turned nice. Some went on wrong. You keep learning in life. That's the way I see it. I'm still learning.
Yeah, me too.
I'm saying. So So I can understand what you're saying, and I surely agree with it. There's one that I did about 2 years ago, which I put about £500. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying that.
Yeah.
I love people integrity, and I want to believe that when people say something, I want to meet it the way they say it. But just because a lot of people nowadays, they are more self-centered to themselves than making an impact in people's life, they won't come to the real integrity of how things should be. But because of their own selfish interest, they will tell you the good part of it and keep the bad part of it. So by the time you're into it, then they begin to tell you that if we tell you that time, you might probably not go into it. You get what I mean?
Yeah, I see what you're trying to. That's sales. Those are people that are trying to sell you something. They are trying to. The first one to get your money. No, I wouldn't do that. It's you will learn that when you come into the training. I get what you're saying. You're absolutely 100%. They know that they just want to get your money. Then they start talking to you about some other thing down the road.
Exactly.
Yeah,
where I'm coming from.
Yeah. I felt that way when I started. I signed up to different courses online. In this training, that's why it's the opposite. If you're looking to do Amazon FBA and other trainings, they'll first take like 500 or 1,000, 3,000 away from you from the word go. They wouldn't even tell you what it's
Exactly.
what you're getting into. But here, they give you that $99 to mix up with students, talk to people who are building businesses online, share the experience. If you come into the community, ask as many, you have 30 days to talk to as many people as you want. Even if you pay the next 97, you still have to talk to people. They will never force you to that you must invest this before you become successful. Because you will see some people that have built from with just that $97 a month. You see some people that are building their business, they are writing blogs, they are building a YouTube channel, they're doing all that stuff. But you need to understand what I mean by the time is going to be different. So if I'm getting personal coaching, obviously I will get more leverage than you.
Sure.
In terms of because it's not like somebody going for a private class. They tend to do a lot better than people that just went to that doesn't mean that people that went to the traditional way don't succeed. They still succeed, but it's a lot more uphill for majority of them. If there's a much more group, the percentage that succeed is usually less compared to the people that do private class. It's the same thing here. I was gonna share. I'm looking for. I'm looking for something I wish I can share with you. Let me see if I can pull this off. It's usually a training that I do. Pascal mindset coaching. Where is it? I can't find that file right now. Jesus Christ. Okay, I need to search the whole computer.
Okay.
Search this mark. Okay, yeah, Pascal mind training. Oh no, why did it download? Just wanted to open it. Yeah. So you need to. I'm gonna teach you something called paradigm.
Okay.
Something that's what we learn when we invest these thousands. That's what you learn, and it's all based on Bible. It's not rocket science. So you are about to make a decision, right? Do I do this or do I not do that? So you're having this dialogue in your head. You don't know, would I be successful? Would I fail? Is this worth it? Is this not worth it? There's a tennis match going on in your mind. All you're doing is you're trying to make a decision. I don't know if you know Napoleon Hill, his Think and Grow Rich. After surveying 16,000 men and women, he came up with this quote: successful people make decisions quickly and change them slowly. Failures make their decisions slowly and change their mind often quickly. So when I talked to you about the prize was my family, if there's a decision in front of me, I ask myself, will this thing get me one step closer to saving my son? So I had the prize in mind. You got to have that crystal clear. It has to be bigger than you. It's not just I want to make money online. It has, because you are overcoming challenges. There's no way you're gonna get there without. If it was easy, everybody would do it. So it's those that understand that principle of, it's not, you said it earlier, it's about helping other people. What I was doing in that process of asking myself that questions, I was laying my life down for that of my family. It's sacrifice. I was willing to do whatever. I wake up in the night, open my laptop when everybody's sleeping. I was willing to do things because I know the price. That's what Jesus Christ did for us.
Yeah.
Let's go into the psychology of it. You're going to overcome these fears. Fear of poverty, probably like with the money I invest come out, and fear of old age, fear of ill health, fear of love. This is the one that was driving me. Fear of loss of loved one. I was about to lose my family. This was what was pushing me. Fear of criticism. This is a big one for most people. Like when I was trying to shoot a YouTube video, who will like me? In fact, I didn't even like myself. I didn't even understand it. It came from practice, repetition. I'm confident now. I don't fear anything because I accept myself, who I am. If you love yourself, the world will love you. If you don't love yourself, the world will treat you the same way. So here is the secret of whatever we are doing. You will be, if you take a pen, write this down, you will become what you think about.
Yeah, sure.
Read that again. You will become what you think about.
Of course, yeah.
Now, this is thinking. This is thinking. This is how life, this is how every human being, if you're looking to sell products online, whatever you're trying to do, this is going to help you, because if you understand this, you will know your customers and you know how to solve their problem, because the foundation of your business is going to come down to solving problem. If you don't know how to solve problem, you're not in business.
Yeah.
Apple solves communication problem. My gear solves health problem. This light solves visual problem. Anybody that manufactures this light solves visual problem. Light, table lamp. Your business is going to come down to solving problems. That's the rock.
Sure.
So we have two parts of our mind, conscious and subconscious. This is the part we think with. What's your name? You don't need to think about it. You already know it. It's on the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is what controls our behavior. And this is the part we think with. Now, you want to start a business online, is a thought. But you haven't signed up because the subconscious is in control. So this is what we need to understand, how it works. Because when you think something, it goes through your conscious mind. It goes through the subconscious. If it's in harmony with it, it creates an emotion. The emotion causes you to have a feeling. The feeling causes you to do something, take an action, and the action produces the result. This is your science. I'm just teaching you your science right now. I'll say it again. You think something, it goes through your emotional mind, which is your subconscious mind. That causes you to have a feeling. The feeling causes you to take an action, do something, and the action produces the result. Taiwo, you're going to be very rich a year from now. What did I do? Words. Where is that? Words. I said something, hearing. Words, you hear it, right? I caused you to think that you're going to be rich. Now, what did I do technically? I put an idea here in your conscious mind. Now, how are you feeling about it? If somebody blesses you, how are you feeling? I caused you to create that thought, created an emotion of maybe you smile, hi, or you kind of react in these things I'm talking about happen automatically, like in a flash of a second. You don't even know when it has happened. You smile, that's the feeling, that's conscious creates that feeling. The action is the smile. What is the result? You're going to retaliate. You're going to bless me back. You're going to thank me. It's natural. It's just, you just nodded now because it's natural. That's the way it works. Now here, this is our problem here. This is where the rubber meets the road. The vision causes you to think. You know, when Solomon said, where there is no vision, my people will perish. Look at this mob as the idea. Comes into here, you need to start a business. But there is an old belief that is already stored in your mind. That's where Jesus Christ said, as you believe, so shall it be done unto you. Whatever you believe will happen. Whether you believe you're going to be rich, you believe you're going to be poor, it will happen. It's your belief that is manifesting all the time. All the time.
As man thinking is heart, so shall it be.
Yeah, that's it. As a man, thank you. You're affirming it. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So this idea comes in here that you need to start a business online. This one said, no, it tells you, how can you start? You don't even have experience. But what it's trying to do is trying to kick this one away. Because there's only two types of thought. There's something called perception. If there is up, there is down. If there's left, there's right. There's hot, there is cold. Don't get confused with this. Where's the slide? Yeah, there you go. Your thought is either going to be positive or negative. You talk about why do you pay for that course? Why do you have to invest? This is what we train. This is what they train us to do. They teach us this, then we understand a lot more. Because you're not going to get this in one go, but I'm just going an overview of it.
Yeah.
If I tell you if I cause you to think now, hey, here's the link, sign up right now. I'm causing you to think, what are you going to say to yourself in that moment? What will happen to you? Most of us, the memory will first think of your bank account right now. Maybe there's only $100 there. And you said, there's no way I'm going to invest this $100. How would I pay? How would I feed my children? It's coming from the memory. So when you operate from the memory, you already know you already know the outcome. If you say no to yourself, I can't afford this. I can't afford is what? I can't is negative. It's simple. It's not complicated. I can is positive. I can't is negative. It's too expensive is negative. How can I? You're beginning to task your mind to find a solution. That's why they say ask intelligent questions. So once you go into the negative pattern, it's because of ignorance. You don't know and you don't know. You don't know yourself. That's why Pluto said, know thyself. You don't know yourself. And that leads to fear. When you don't know something, it leads to fear. Fear leads to doubt, anxiety, depression, dis-ease. You don't do anything. You think you don't do anything, which is an action. When you say, I can't afford it, you're already on this path. You've started on the negative thought pattern. This is the path that you're going to go down. If you think positive, this training, it's $100. Okay. I don't know how I'm going to figure this out, but I'm going to go in. I'm just going to do it. I trust, I have faith in God. Somehow things will work out. You take action. There's something that you will always know. You've never gone out hungry, but your mind will be telling you, you can't afford to pay your bills and all that stuff. But look at all through your life. Have you gone without food? Have you died? You're still alive because at some point, fate was leading you, but you were not aware of it. God was providing, putting things in place. There are some things that you do, The places that people go and you go fail, you go there, you succeed. It's because it has already been there because you have that faith that it's going to happen. But now it's about doing it consciously, no longer automatic. There are 4 phases of learning. It's not on this side. 4 phases that you need to go to change your life. So what you technically need is how to hold this idea here. How can you say you want to build a business, you want to sell a product online, you want to build your own course, you want to help people. How can you hold this idea here? Understand this. This is a soil. This part of your mind, your subconscious mind is a soil. Whatever you plant here will grow. Whether you plant negative or positive, it doesn't care. Just look at the soil outside. If you plant poison, it will grow. If you plant corn, it will grow. That's how the subconscious mind is. And the only way to hold this idea is through one way. It's not complicating. Pray without ceasing. Repetition. Over and over again. Over and over again. All this is laid down in the Bible somewhere. You just have to understand. The more you build, the more you join me on a webinar. The reason I say every Saturday is because the more you join me, every day you just plant one seed. This will grow. Every Saturday you join me, this will grow. You're growing the positive side of the business. Every Saturday, it might take you 1 year. It doesn't really matter. It might take you 2 years, depending on the size of your dream. That's how it's going to be. What would happen to this one is the doubt will start to shrink because you will begin to have something called understanding. You begin to understand how God works. And that's understanding. And it comes through study. You learn yourself. This will gradually shrink over time. But it never disappears because it's still part of us. We still have that negative, and this will continue to grow. So that's why they say faith comes by hearing and hearing and hearing. So you must obey these laws if you're going to change. Once you get this part sorted, your feelings will change. Let me just do this. Your feelings will change, and you'll be taking action like somebody that really wants to build a business.
Yeah.
You have the energy. You see some people, they have the energy to do what it takes. They don't. It's like was I sharing my screen or was I just talking? I think I was sharing my screen.
No.
I can't seem to find the link, the way to stop share.
I agree with you absolutely. 100% what you're saying. Actually, I do feel online business on eBay, or which I'm still doing, but the little bit challenge about is I'm having is how to do outsourcing of what to sell and what I need at particular time to sell on it. I only believe in one thing: life never gives you what you want.
You handle.
Life gives you what you demand.
Absolutely.
And in the midst of demanding it, you have to be persistent.
Yeah.
You have to have faith. You have to be patient. You have to be determined. You have to be courageous. You have to go extra mile.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I agree what you're saying, but want to know more and know the person I'm dealing with, because I've taken a lot, as I said before, I take a lot of risk before.
Yes.
But from following what I've been doing about you, I think I'm a little bit, let me say 100%, 80%. So
yeah, there's something I want to
discuss with my wife. My wife just said, if your mind says you should go for it, go for it. No. So
yeah, there's something I would like you to take from this quote. You will become what you think about. Yeah. If you go to the Bible, it says, in the beginning was the word.
Mm-hmm.
When you say it's risky, what do you think how do you associate risk in your thoughts?
Yeah, in my own little thought, when you're talking about the risk,
Yeah. When you hear
Risks
the word
about
risk, does it make you fear or does it make you excited?
no, I don't see risk as fear. I see it as something that we all do on a daily basis. That a man, as a human being, you have to take every day of your life. It's part of your life. Do you hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's part of my life. Even walking on the road, even eating, drinking water is a risk.
Yeah.
Anything can go wrong. So the moment you said that you don't want to take that thing, then you'll be stuck and you remain where you are.
Absolutely.
Nothing will change in your life.
Absolutely. So it comes from, I don't use, for me personally, I understand the part of in the beginning was the word. So I try to pick words that will help fertilize the dream. So if I'm about to invest, or if there's a challenge in front of me, not a problem. If there's a challenge in front of me, I say to myself, I think of the dream, and I say to myself, this is an investment towards this dream. Now, I play, there's a few tricks I play on my mind. Don't get me wrong. I can teach you some of them. One is very simple. This is the one from Bob. Let's say, what is your financial problem that you're having right now? Let's say it's $99, right? $99 in front of you. How do you overcome it? You look at yourself and say, Bob will say, today is 24th of November, 2020. You say, go back 3 years ago, 24th of November. There's something you spent $100 on. Do you still remember it?
Of course.
No, you don't.
No.
You can't remember it. So the point is, this thing that is giving you sleepless night right now, 2 years from now, you wouldn't even be remembering it. So you might as well take the action. You see, that's how you train your mind. This thing that is giving me this worry, take the action. That's one way. This one is from Dan. He will say, go to the future self. This is where future self. Let me share the screen with you. This is how you overcome fear. There's training for it. It doesn't happen by accident. We don't take action because I'm special. We understand a few things. We all entrepreneurs face fears constantly. The more we lean into the fear, the more we grow. So if I'm here now, there's $100 or $300 or $2,000 that is giving me a sleepless night to say. I ask myself, and this is my goal. I want to earn 10,000 in a month. I say to myself, this is basically what I do. Basically, I say to myself, if I am earning 10,000 in a month, will I be worried about spending this 3,000 right now? The answer is no. Take the action. That's another way of doing it. So what it is they say it's the person you become in the process that matters, not literally the goal. It's that person you hear this when they hear, it's the person you become. So when you do this over, remember, it has to be a habit. You don't do it just one and expect miracle to happen. You do it over and over and over and over, because what is between you and your goal is decisions, big, small decisions. That's all it is. You make the small decision. If I'm earning $10,000 a month, will I be afraid of jumping on this one? No. If I'm earning, no, you take the action. You keep taking the action every day. That's how you live your life. Every day, you keep big, small decisions. By the time you know it's your head, it's not rocket science. That's how it is. It's a lifestyle. It's a habit. It's not going to disappear. Remember here, it will never disappear. Fear will never leave you. It's part of your DNA. It's like a cell in your body. But once you understand it, you know how to conquer it. You keep feeding this. Surround yourself with people that are positive. Listen to positive messages. There's so many things that you read positive books, read audio books, listen to positive messages, all these things, everything positive to feed this beast. So that this one here will keep quiet. Everybody here on this call, there's something that's telling you that you can succeed, and there's something else that is telling you that this is risky. It's happening in all of our heads. We're not sure. It's happening. Sure. But why is it that some people get here and some don't? It's what I'm sharing with you here now. Some people, this faith is the ability to call upon things that are not as though they were. Mm-hmm. As if you are here. Faith is the ability to think as if you're here. When you're here, you take the action, you do it again, you do it again, you do it again. Watch God, watch what will happen in your life. This product that you saw here, it came here by faith. During lockdown, everybody was shrinking. Businesses, everybody were losing their jobs. I said to myself, I read this book, The Strangest Secrets by El Nightingale. He said, the day you face the other direction, if many people are running down this way, face this way, and head, you will never make another mistake in your life. People start saving money, running to buy tissue, all those stuff. I said to myself, this is the time to expand. And I had money. I'm like, what do I do with it? Do I just save it? Because nobody knows what's going to happen. I said to myself, you've been thinking of building an e-commerce business. This is the time to launch it. Because I make money from my affiliate business. I have other projects that was going on. I said, I might as well launch this. That's why you see this product is here today. It's going the opposite direction. When people were shrinking. Now, I haven't sold any of it, but it's here. And 200 is in Amazon. What am I doing? I'm walking by faith. I trust, I believe. I believe in God. I believe God is leading me. I don't know where this is going to lead me to. I have no idea, but I know there's a calling on my head. I'm just following it with faith. I have not lacked money since I invested it. In fact, I've made more money. I've made more money since I invested it. It's like a miracle. That's the way like this is. That's the way it is. It's just a miracle. God will show you. You have ideas every day, Taiwo. You have ideas every day in your bathroom when you're showering or when you're walking down this. And you say, "Can I do this? Can I do this?" That's your money right there. Take action on those ideas. That's how this product came. That's what they teach us. Trust yourself. Believe in yourself. Have confidence in yourself. That's what it comes down to. Self-confidence. It's not rocket science. Yeah, but it takes training. It takes training to do it. That's why when you invest in those, when you don't need to invest, just do what I'm saying to you here. You will see the result. Does that make sense? Yeah, just do what I'm telling you to do. You will get the result. God doesn't bless people differently. He operates by law. Tomorrow morning, the sun is going to come up and it's going to come from this side. It's never going to come from the west. It will always rise from the east. As tomorrow morning, if you go to the sea, the tides come in and they go out. It doesn't happen only in the morning. It happens 24/7. Every time. That's a law. So if you understand this thing that if I do this, business is about solving problems. Follow the law. Solve people's problems. And watch your bank account change. Forget about the money you're investing. Focus on solving that problem. Watch your bank account. So take your energy away from business or what you're selling on. Study people, which is what I shared with you here. If you study this, you know your customers, you know how to solve their problems. It's adding value to people's life. I have 2 kids here. They might be fighting over the tablet. I give them my phone. They drop the tablet because they like my phone. It's sales. I don't want them to cry. He might be crying. I just give them this. It's sales. I give him something of more value. He might have this scissors in his hand. I know if I come to collect the scissors or knife from my little one, they might be running around with it. And instead of me going straight to snatch it away from her, which she might injure herself by doing that, if you understand communication, you give her something of more value, She drops this on the floor. You just pick it up. It's sales. It's communication. That's what they teach. Right, guys. I think we are like, I don't want to go past 2 hours. Let me see if I can run through.
So, you said in pounds. How much would that be in pounds then?
It's going to come down to the exchange rate of the day.
It's
always hovering around 80. 80.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, that's fine. And so, what's the link? I mean, if you want to start,
I'll put it in the chat.
Let me see.
I'll put it in the chat.
Let me see.
The one that says there's only one link in the chat there.
There's nothing on the chat here.
I'll put it back in the chat again now for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's something that you can forward to me by email. Since you have my email, is it possible?
Yeah, if you check any of my emails here, you? Oh, sorry. You think let me do it again. It's in the chat now for everybody. It should be the last one. Yeah.
So you just need to click on that link, then.
Yeah, if you click on it, it will open on a window. So read through everything that is on the page. It will guide you. And I'll add you to my Facebook group, and I hope to work with you, Action Taker. We set goals for launch for 2021. We're already planning for it now. So yeah.
Okay. And if I may ask, is it possible, if you don't mind, to get your number? Maybe probably.
Yeah, I'll send you my number once the application goes through. That will be on the email. And different ways to connect with me fast and book calls.
Yeah, that's fine. So
yeah,
let me copy the link.
So Messi Ajayi, if you just click on it, it will open on another window for you if you're on the phone or laptop.
Yeah, that's what I'm supposed to do now.
Yeah. How many weeks, months is the training, or is it only one day? My sister, we are building a business. So we are building it for life. So we are not here to make a quick box. So there's foundation for building a business. If you're going to build a business, you have to till this. If you're going to, farmer wants to go to the farm and take care of themselves, they take care of their crop. They have to till the soil, prepare the soil. They don't just start planting it with the weeds in it. We have to give the business the chance to succeed. So that's why it takes time. If you heard what I shared with you earlier on, it takes time to clear all the doubts that we have in our mind when it comes to building a business. It takes time to erase this old belief, the memory. So that's what we're literally trying to change all the time. So
yeah, my brother, can I come in direct with that question again, please?
Yeah, come.
Because basically, you said we pay for the training. Is it the $100? I mean, $80-something. Is it for the training? That's what I was trying to ask. So if it's for the training, like how long, how many months, and or that's what I mean, like how many sessions do we have to attend?
So it's designed and while you learn.
Mm-hmm.
So as you're building the business, you're earning money. So business has cost. Let's say traditional business that you know, the company that you work for right now, they pay you salary every month. So you are a cost. You are like a liability to the company. The company makes money through some other means. So if out of the profits they make from whatever they are selling, product, their services they are providing, that's what from there they pay you salary. So that's how business works. So you are going to be selling stuff online. So out of the profit that you make, you take care of your expenses in your business. So it comes with $99 first start, then $97 a month, because you will need websites, you will need coaching, there is weekly webinars, there are softwares, there are so many things that you will need to build it. So it's all included in the package. So there's no contract. If you feel that you're confident and you want to go and build something else, you've taken enough education, you've understood how to build a website, then you can go and advertise your services somewhere else and start building websites for people, if that's your passion. If you want to do yoga and teach you how to acquire customers and do yoga, that's fine. As long as you get the education that you need and you want to go, that's fine. But the only thing I can tell you is, what I say is life is, wherever you go, as long as the future is online, that's one thing. So you're going to need people to visit your website, and your website has to be like an office where people find you. I can't be advertising and selling products and services on Google if I don't have a website. So I pay for the website, and customers come through the door in Google, they buy my product. Then from the money I make, I pay for the website hosting and I take my profit. It's just pure maths. I don't know.
What about somebody that doesn't have any idea on what she wants to sell?
How would that work? That's where I started. I had no idea. So there's something called modeling. So there's somebody that I saw that was making money online, and I was interested in the way he was running his business. It was autopilot. He didn't spend a lot of time. It's just more of everything was automated. But don't get me, when I say automated, that doesn't mean that he doesn't work on the business. It means that as I'm talking to you now, people visit my website, I'm not there. There are courses and training that are there waiting for them to go through. If you go to Amazon, I am not there. You just make the decision based on the picture and the text on the product you buy. I make the money. So that is what I want. So I am not interested in anything that will take more of my time away, because my interest is how do I spend more time, and I use that time to teach this young man sleeping here. Yeah, so
I appreciate that. So how you said the training is it once in a week?
No, the training is, you go through the training straight away. Once you pay now, you can start accessing the training straight away. The webinar I'm talking about is, let's say you get stuck somewhere, you don't understand what you're doing. That's why I talked about modeling. Say, Pastor, I am here and I don't understand what next to do. Although it's pretty much straightforward, then I can now say, okay, this is what I did here, or this is what made me make this decision. Maybe it would help you. Maybe it will come to, like, maybe you want to buy a domain. Maybe that's what I mean by domain is your website URL. You say, do I use my name or do I use my business name, or which one is better? I'll tell you, this is how I came to it. I'll tell you, this is how. Then you mix up with other people and ask them as well.
Okay.
So it's more of willingness to learn, and open your mind up, because there are so many things talents that you have now that is going to come out, but you have to have the confidence to let it come out.
Yeah, I agree. So once someone register, how would you link up on the meeting?
Yeah, I normally send out. Let me see. Let me share my screen again. Stay connected. If I share my screen now, so the training is here. It's more like, let's say, let me go to this one. First of all, they will assign you a consultant. There'll be a series of steps that you complete to create an account. Then they will assign you a consultant here, right? They will assign you a consultant. This is who guides you to understand different types of business model. Now, the training is here. Let's say you're doing affiliate marketing. This is affiliate marketing now. You get into, let's say, affiliate marketing foundations. If you look on the right-hand side here, these are different trainings that you will need to go through. So like this video is 11 minutes. You just watch it. You tick this box. You go to the next step. you'll see it will come down to online marketing systems. It comes down here. So this one is 8 minutes. He will walk you through everything. Then as you're working, it teaches you different types of affiliates, affiliate networks, affiliate Amazon associates, and all that. Then as you're going along, he's building a website. He will tell you, this is how to build a website. Go here, do this, do this, do that. Click here, follow me, click here. The idea is, by the time you go through the module and get to module 7, you have a full website ready to sell any product anywhere in the world, Google compliant, with an autoresponder to go with it. So it's literally step by step. Now you can get into it, and sometimes you feel lonely. Like I always say, entrepreneur is a lonely sport. It's a mental game. You feel like, I need some help somewhere. That's where every Saturday you come in and ask your question and learn from and see what other people are doing, so that you make sure you're not gallivanting over the internet like somebody else. So there are different challenges that you will go through. Some things that you will be learning, exciting stuff. A year from now, people will look at you and say, because what I teach is very simple. Set 30-day goal. What are you going to achieve over the next 30? This lady is in Canada. This one is in Canada. This UK, and UK. So 2 hours, we talk. We don't come here to joke or anything. Sometimes we have personal problems. We talk ourselves out of it. Some of us here may be having problem with our marriage, and there's somebody will say, I had that same problem. Maybe my husband doesn't support me starting the business. I need to, but I really want it. How did you overcome it? And somebody will share their own, another person will share their own. Then you take that information and apply it in your home and make it work for you. So that's how, because you're becoming an entrepreneur, you're learning from people that have conquered, because there's nothing you're going to face that is new on the face of the earth. Some of us, one of my biggest problems was getting my wife on board. It came from the communication. I learned what I learned here. So I help them. Some other people have different challenges. It might be their son. There's a lady that called me today that she wants to introduce her son into the business. I'm like, okay. But this, allow him to do it. Don't, because you think business is the right way, allow him to go through it himself to make up his own mind. But at the end of the day, he'll be the one doing it, not you. What we do as parents is we force our world to our kids, and that's what you're going to be learning. The idea of go to school. It's not that going to school is bad. The reason most of these kids don't like school is because they're like forced to go. But if you make them enjoy the process, they are much more likely to learn. So it all comes down to patience, understanding, simple values, and listening. Most of the time, listening. I think somebody raised their hands. Oh, Chichirique. Taiwo, you raised your hand again.
Yes, it's me again. Yeah. Sorry. A very quick one. I think the person that just spoke now has a question, but I didn't really get that aspect. I just want to probably, ask the same question again. In terms of when you get started for your own website, do you have to be paying a subscription of money for every month, or is it the initial £100?
No, it's the $97 a month covers the website.
Okay.
It's not separate. It's not separate money. It covers.
So it's just a one-time payment.
No, one-time payment for the $99. Then website hosting, once you carry up that first 30 days, you can ask for your $99 back if you say because they will expose you to a lot of information. They will tell you, this is what we do. Do you think this online business is for you? Go through this course, all those courses I showed you, e-commerce, find out what it takes. Affiliate marketing, find out what it takes. Consulting, some people have their own business. find out what it takes. You have 30 days to do this.
Okay.
Go through it. If you don't like it, click here, click here. You don't even need to speak to anybody. They will tell you how to ask for your money back, and they will refund the same card that you paid with. No questions asked.
Okay.
Then if you now want to,
Okay.
all right, I think this training is for me, I can do this. Then you now start building the business, $97 a month.
So you start building the business with what?
Selling products online, setting up systems online. It's called system of selling online.
But would they be able to help you? Because sometimes, you know, people don't really have an idea, honestly. I mean, I think that most of the time that is the fear of how am I going to start? Like you said, I mean, I follow up your testimony, which I really appreciate it. You know, people can have an idea of what they want to do, but they don't know how they're going to do it. They got no idea.
Yeah.
Even though the idea is there. So, I mean, the thing I like about you, they say experience is the best teacher. You spoke out of your own experience, which I appreciate so much. You know, sometimes where we come from, I'm from Akwa Ibom. My husband is a Yoruba. Where we come from, you know, all this online thing is not, we just work and get our salary. We don't so much on this. So it's more for me. No, I know online thing does exist. It's something that, how am I going to start? How am I going to do it? I'm a mother of 3. I work, I earn my salary at the end of the month. But I always have passion of doing something else. How am I going to do it? Where am I going to start it? I got no idea. It's like somebody saying to you, cross the river. And then you don't know how you're going to cross it. But if the person, if you have assurance that the person that is saying to you, cross the river, is going to be there to have your hand, even like you mentioned the crocodile, you're going to see, he's going, because he passed the river so many times, he's going to know that a crocodile is going to come. You're going to be scared, even though the crocodile is not eating you up yet. But if the person is going to be there to say, you know what, don't be afraid, I'm going to take you to cross, the crocodile will not harm you. That is the assurance that we are looking for, if you understand my point.
Yeah. So
I want to cross the river, but am I going to fall or are you going to hold my hand? That's the question.
Yeah. I'm going to share something with you. That if you apply this, it will work for you. It's by L. Nightingale. It's a quote. What is happening to us here is understanding this simple concept. Let me use this one. It's pretty much clear. Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. I'll say that again. Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. What that simply means is, let me show the screen again with the slide share. You are here, and this is your goal. Let's say it's 10,000 a month, whatever it is for you. Success is, there's one step in front of you. Take it. If you really want this, nobody can guarantee what type of I faced Google for 7 months. Google banned me for 7 months, but I kept listening to positive messages every single day, telling myself, I just need to get on that platform. I know if I get on that platform, I will win. So I kept an upbeat attitude. That's the word, attitude. It's not about anybody that's going to give it to you. It's going to come down from you. Success is take the first step. I do exercise every day. I use it as a metaphor. I want to do something. It's monstrous. There's a huge mountain in front of you. You don't even know how to get through all these obstacles. All this one might be build a website. This one might be invest more, trim money. This one might be buy a new laptop. This one might be you building the business. Your laptop breaks down again. You need to invest and buy another laptop. You need to pay. All sorts of things will be on the way. My key, my strategy is there's one step in front of you right now. Just take it. Then this one, you will see the next step. Then you take the next step. It's like driving in a fog. You're trying to get from London to Manchester. you turn on the light. You can only see 100 meters. You can't say, I can't see the whole road. That means I'm not going. Then you don't have faith. Take the next 100 meters. The next 100 meters will unfold. Take the next 100 meters. The next 100. If you do that walking in faith, before you know it, 2 hours, you've arrived in London. You've arrived in Manchester, wherever destination that you've set to yourself. But what most of us do is explain this one to me, explain this one to me, explain this one to me, explain how do I overcome all these things. And by the time they hear, they get overwhelmed with information here. They don't even take the first step. And they spend years. I spent 7 years here. I wouldn't be surprised. Most people go through their life here. They never live their potential in life. They die with their ideas. All the blessing, everything God gave them with, because they were just waiting for somebody to explain everything. I'm telling you, success is the progressive. The only money I have in my bank account is to start with this business is $100. I don't even know how to pay the next $97, but I can afford this 99. Take the step. Because what you literally do, that 30 days, what you're looking to do is to create a belief in yourself. So if you, over the next 30 days, if you don't open your laptop, the next 97 will be very difficult for you to pay. But if you open that laptop every day, you are gaining knowledge, which is, you're studying, which is giving you the knowledge. And that's what breeds confidence. You will take the next step. You will see whatever that 97 is, sometimes you wouldn't even know where the money will come from. It has happened to me several times. Before the end of the month, the money just somehow, I don't know how, this is God. I'm telling you guys now, this is how it works. I just believe it now. Like, I just don't know how it happens, but I just pay for it. Then I work on the business. I don't sleep like most people. I don't like pay and close the laptop and go to bed and hope end of the month something magic. I go through the training religiously. I don't skip. I skipped in the beginning. That's why I spent so much time before I made my first sale. But you stay with the course. You have to work on the business. It's not 2 hours every day. It's enough, because what is literally changing is here. Is your paradigm. It's you're trying to shrink this noise that is telling you now you need to know everything. All you need is faith. Take the first step, watch the next video tomorrow, watch the next one tomorrow. You will be learning something. You're not going to make money, but you will notice something about yourself will be changing. You develop something called confidence, that you can actually change your result, because the result you're looking to change is outside of you. But what happens to us is, oh, you know what? If I can't afford this now, I might as well go and get another job. It's already stored here, and you're living your life full of ideas and potential. How did I come up with this? I have a problem in my life. You're looking for product to sell. I have a problem in my life. I need to lose weight. I need to reduce my high blood pressure. Now, the trainer said, do something you're passionate about. So do I really want to change my life? Do I want my children to grow up obese? Do I want them to work for somebody for the rest of their life, which I know is not going to give them the life they want? I need to be the role model. So how do I overcome it? Get into weight loss program. Start doing exercise. Very calisthenics. Skipping rope. They say, I don't like jogging, although they say it's good. They say if you skip for 20 minutes, 10 minutes is equivalent to running for 30 minutes. I invested in skipping rope. So that's what I'm going to tell my clients. Get into shape. 10 minutes exercise every day is enough. You're not going to lose the fat in 1 month. It's going to be a habit over time that will help them shrink the weight, get into shape, avoid taking tablets for the rest of their life. That's my mission. Some people will buy, some people won't. I help people and support. It's like parable of the sower. I'm trying to sow a seed of hope and life into people. Jesus Christ said, some will fall by the wayside. Some people will hear you, they will think that, oh, this guy is just trying to make money out of me. They don't understand it. The money is going towards God's work. Because those people, when they have good health, they will invest in some, they will have the energy to do other things, do God's work in different ways. It might be they want to be a pastor. It might be they want to build, would they want to be around doing it? No. God works with people. Some will fall by the wayside, some will fall shallow ground. Thorns would, as soon as the sun comes out, a little challenge, it crushes them. This is get rich quick mentality, people. You need to overcome that. You need to overcome getting rich quick mentality. Then some will grow where thorns are. It will choke them. You need to put yourself in an environment that will support your business. You can't just be thinking of building a business and doing what you're doing, going to work every day. You need to start moving into surrounding yourself with people that will help your business grow. That's why tell me you become the average of the 5 people you surround yourself with. So these are the principles that you need to understand how to overcome. Then if you overcome the 3 of them, some will yield 30%, some will yield 60%, some will yield 100%. Some of you here are going to build businesses that are going to affect London. Some will build businesses that are going to affect Europe. But there'll be 1 or 2 people that are going to build a global business. I don't know who it is on this call, but if there's somebody here that can do that, has that idea, God has brought that person with that idea to do it. I don't know who it is. So it's just that understanding these fundamental laws and obey them. So it comes from you. Believe in yourself. Go through the training and experience it yourself. Experience is the best teacher. That's the best I can tell you. I think we're literally on top of the hour, guys. I haven't even gone through the questions. I hope I shared, oh, there's a few people. I hope I shared some things that helped you guys today. Hello?
Hello, hi.
Hi.
Yeah. I hope I shared some things that shed some light that helped you guys to, because this conversation has to keep going, because it's through repetition that will change. And what you're looking to do will change. It's not going to happen in 1 call. It's not going to happen in 2 calls. You have to stay in an environment that will breed success.
Of course.
It's that simple. Don't look for it somewhere else. It's already inside of you. It just needs to come out. You already blessed with it at birth. If you don't know, that's why you're here. But God uses people to bring out his people. But this is a time, this is a perfect time for building, because the world is like really up and down. The next phase that we're going into now, 2021, 22, 23, is people that are going to build businesses, and it's all going to be digital. Look at, if last year, if you had told Boris Johnson or the G8 people that they will be doing Zoom call as a meeting, will they believe it? They used to gather in one country, world leaders take pictures. Now it's Zoom call. The world is going to go digital. It's not rocket science. So the more we embrace it rather than fear it, the better for us. And that's what I encourage everybody to do. Even if it's not this training that I'm recommending, get into it as fast as possible and obey these laws I'm talking about. This is the secret. This is what I'm going to give to you. Over the next 30 days, think only positive thoughts. Don't allow anything that tells you that you can't do something, switch it around. Do it consciously for 30 days. Switch it around and say, I can do it. Just keep saying, then take an action to affirm that thought in your mind.
I can do it.
Then there will be an action that you take to say, to put your body in that state. You got to do it over and over and until it gets rooted, just like the fear is rooted in you now, until that belief gets rooted inside of you. And now, just like how confident do you think I am? You can see it from my words. You can see it from my behavior. I'm not afraid of online business. I'm in it already. I will invest more. I will keep growing. This is just one business I'm going to do. Talk about multiple income streams. There'll be another one maybe down the road. There's so much opportunity online. Guys, embrace this stuff. Don't be afraid of it. And surround yourself with people that would help you. That's the best I can tell you. The secret is set a goal. 30 days from now, this is what you really want. It might be, I'm going to learn how to build a website. Just be one small thing. Take action to make it happen. Watch yourself and do it again the next 30 days, and do it again another 30 days, and do it again. You'll find that life that you're looking for. People that will not succeed will still be asking the same question over and over again. It's fear. There's one step in front of you. Take it. That's what I do today. That's the same thing I do today. If okay, now this thing, I'm gonna launch it. I'm gonna build a course. I'm gonna just build a landing page. I'll do like 3 or 5 videos to help people every day.
How much is that?
Sorry?
How much is that?
How much is it in pounds? It's like 80. There's some things you can Google and just get the answer. I don't know. I'm not an foreign exchange person. If you do currency converter, it will tell you exactly how much it is. This is pounds, US dollars. Do currency converter. It's not. So if it's US dollars, 99 pounds, it's 74 pounds. So pounds is getting stronger. So that's how much it will cost you. So
in that case,
start a business, start an online business.
Right.
It's risk-free.
Yes.
Something pounds. It's not the end of the world.
Although the bank need to how long?
And because most of the time I remember when I first came to UK, I had to pay $300 to do manual handling, care costs basically, and I was gonna get paid £5 something per hour. I did it. That's where I started. But this one is the business that's gonna take care of you. It's far more cheaper. That one, you weren't even sure that you're gonna get a job. And you get the job, it sucks the whole life out of you. So this one is like 3 months of that, or 4. What's the difference? And this one is a global business. You learn a lot. It's not something that you're trading on that you do. If you guys understand the power of internet, some of the questions you ask, you'll be like, I'm in it. I wish I had showed you guys some things.
Thank you so much, Pascal. I just want to, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right, please, can you please share the quotes? You shared something on the success quotes. Can you share it again? I would like to say it.
Yeah, it's that one. Where is it again? Is it this one? Success is the progressive realization of what the I desire. You will become what you will get all you want in life if you help enough people get what they want. This is the foundation you're gonna be willing to help people. This is what me and Taiwo was talking about earlier. If you don't have a heart to help people get out of business, don't bother. It's about business, it's about solving people's problems. You must have a heart to help people, not just talking to people like I'm doing. You must have a heart to take care of people, not money.
Okay.
This is it. That's one. Then the other one is where is it again? It's success is a progressive realization of a worthy idea. Now Google this, listen to this. El Nightingale, I'll tell you guys what to listen. I listen to it almost every day, even till today, even in business.
Hi, Pascal. I got a question to ask.
Yeah, I'm literally wrapping this up. All right, go on.
My partner informed me that I can join this program as a joint one. And I have some things on my desk that I need to clear before I joined. I'm planning to be off in a couple of days' time, like on Friday, to join the program. I understand there's a £75 to pay. How long will that last?
I would encourage you to. There's a link I put in the chat. This video will explain to you everything about the payments and all that. I would encourage you to watch this video. I talked about a few things, and Stuart will explain to you this whole all-in package. All 9 courses, there are 9 courses included in it. These are all these ones. There's so much more included in it. I'll put it in the chat so that you can grab it. I think it's in the chat already, but I'll just put it again. I'll send it by email. You get it? It's business. It's not
yeah, I've seen it now.
Yeah, it's a
Thank
click. It will open. So watch the video.
Thank you, Pascal. Please, can you share the success? You wanted to show us the link for some
success. It's this quote here. I will encourage you, even if you join the training, this is one of the things I will want you to be doing on a daily basis, because I know how to change the mind. There you go. It's here. Success is the progressive realization. Come on, load. It's a bit slow. This is the best definition of success. It's the progressive, the adjective is progressive, realization of ideal. There is no, what this is really telling you is success has no destination. All of you that are thinking 10,000 a month will give you what you want. It's false. 100,000 a month is false. It's how you're living your life every day. You need to be happy every day. As you're building the business, you need to be happy. It's not when you're building, it's not working, you're crying. You can't do that. It's that enthusiasm, the energy that you carry along. Even if you make the money, what happens is it detaches your spirit from money. Because most of us, our spirit is now glued with money, and God cannot work with you if you have money in your heart and you're trying to build it. You got to let your spirit soar. You got to let your spirit soar and let it do what God has designed it to do. Because spirit is always seeking for expansion and growth. That's one of the, like Tyro asked, who asked that question about what I started sharing about that, crossing the river. If you understand, that's what we get from those coaching. One of the questions I was asked in this training is, who are you? And that's the question I want you to go and ask yourself, who am I? And don't think, when I first heard, I said, my name is Pascal. They said, no, that's the name your mother and father gave you. Who are you? Figure out who you are, and you know what you're capable of doing. God has blessed you with so much potential, but you got to understand who you are. So you're here to leave a legacy in life, help people. Do your best. And I was going to tell you to listen to this. Where's that thing? The Strangest Secret.
Yeah, Pascal, sorry. I'm just clicking on the website you say now. So
yeah,
I'm seeing here said that get your all-in package, $99 today.
Yeah.
Then under it said $97 monthly subscription, right?
Yeah.
So that's what we're paying every month.
Yeah.
Once you get started, right?
The $99, you have access to the whole training for 30 days.
Yeah. So after then,
if you want to cancel, they can refund you. But if you now say this, most people like me, I never thought about giving up. If you really, I don't know, everybody's different. I wanted to change my life. It wasn't really about money or anything. My family was literally, I was about to lose my family. And that's what I would recommend everybody. If you're having serious problems in your relationship now, in your marriage, and you think your work is contributing to that, it's a sign that you need to change what you're doing, how you're earning money. If you ignore it, the consequences will be greater later. It took me a while to understand it. I'm glad I didn't get to that point. But I can tell you now, if I open my emails, most people have lost their marriages. Most people have lost their jobs. That's when they're reaching out to me. It's not that they can't still change, but it's much more tougher road. Now that you are here, you still have everything intact. You can fix your marriage. You can fix your finances. It's easier now than when you lose everything. It's a lot worse. So I encourage you. I'm not trying to persuade you to. If you don't want, you don't have to. I'm sharing my experience with you, what I'm seeing, and that's why I'm putting out myself, time, energy, helping people. It's not really about the money. Money comes with it, don't get me wrong, but when I see some of the people I'm training now that are making money and they're happy, their children, they are spending more time with their kids, and they're building their businesses. Some of them are launching, some of them, they're doing great. I never really believed I could coach somebody in the beginning, but it's a promise I made to God that if I ever make money in this, and I'll help people. So I'm just living up to that promise, but I'll tell you the truth. So it's all up to you guys to focus on what I shared with you here today. I really want you to win. And it's for me, you're not going to determine how I'm going to, God is the one that is seeing my heart. And so that's how I want you to, when you're building a business, build it from the place where you really want to help people, not just you want to make money off people. Because God will, as He sees the birds of the sky and sees in the ocean, He knows what you need before you even ask. All right, I think I'm going to end this right now. It's going too long.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Listen to this at the end of this call. The Stranger's Secret is only 30 minutes. Play it in your house as you go. Just for the next 30 days, just keep listening to it. For the next 30 days. It's like a medication for the mind. Keep listening to it over and over, if possible, 3 times a day, and watch your life change. It's that simple.
Trading is not for everyone.
It's that simple. It doesn't cost you anything, but I would really want you to change because I understand what I'm doing. All right, guys. Have a good night. God bless you. Stay blessed. Stay out of trouble.
Thank you. Good night.
All right.
Good night.